Welcome back. Today we're just going to take a look at an upgrade here to OWS 2019-0524, and as you can see I've got a note here saying that this update will break your gameplay abilities in your existing project. So just to give you a quick background on this, long ago, many years ago, Epic used mutable floats for their attributes in gameplay abilities, and when I started using it, that's what we used. Later on, they ended up creating a new structure called FGameplayAttribute, and if you check the documentation, there's a note saying, we strongly encourage that you use this. Now, I've never switched over to it because I knew that it was going to break everyone's projects, but I've now decided today is finally the day. So we're going to run through and fix the project after we do this upgrade. So I've downloaded the 2019-0524 plugin for 4.22.2. I got it right here, as we always do. We go into the plugins folder, we delete OWS plugin, come back to here, right click, copy, and back to plugins and paste. So then there's also some new functionality that's been added as well along with this that I think you'll like. Let's open it up. So the new structure basically that replaces the mutable float has this idea of base value, current value. And you now can't directly access the attributes directly, but there are 3 new blueprint nodes that you can use to access them. So for every single attribute, we're going to just talk about health. There's OWS get health, which gets the current health. There's OWS set health, which sets the current health. And there's OWS init health, which you can use to initialize the system that sets the base health and the current health. And we have this for every attribute. So what's going to happen now is that we're going to open this blueprint, and it's not going to be happy. Let's open the base character first. Okay, and you can see here this crit chance and crit multiplier that we were directly accessing is a no. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab off this source attribute and do OWS get crit chance and OWS get crit multiplier. And make sure that we wire these up to where they were supposed to go. We can now remove these old ones and pull these up. So that should fix that. Okay, cool. I thought there was more. Let's see what else we've got here. That was derived. These are get matching gameplay tags. Those are values we saved off. And I think we're good on the base character. Let's go open the third person character with abilities. I'm expecting a few more issues here. Yep. So we'll go here. This code added to strength. So we set strength, we get, okay. So we don't need this anymore. We can do this attribute set, and we can say OWS get strength. And this set, so we can say here OWS set strength, and we're adding 1, I guess. Chat increase. Okay, so I think what we want to do to replace this, oop, I didn't see, I think this was on true. is we'll just add one. And that should basically fix that one, but then there's some other ones. So this one here, we're subtracting. So we'll do the same thing here. We can dump that. OWS get strength. And OWS set strength. So these are basically just new new functions that I added as part of this new attribute set upgrade to the FGameplay attribute for mutable floats. I wanted to make sure everybody's on the newest version. Who knows when Epic will change something and mutable float will stop working. So it was time, even if it's going to cause a few things here we have to do real quick. I've been in the process of doing some refactoring. What my goal is to create a catch-up project, and I can't distribute any of Epic's content. So my goal is to refactor all their content out separate, and then basically upload a catch-up project that's this project you're looking at here, my project, for anybody who maybe is a ways back or had trouble or ran into issues with version changes or stuff, and they could now get to the current version. And then what they would do is they would download that project, they wouldn't open it, and then you would go out and I would give you a list of, hey, here's the content you need to go get from Epic and put in these folders, and then when they opened it up, the references would connect, and they'd be all caught up. So that's the goal. We're trying to move toward that. Okay. And this was minus. You guys are probably yelling at the screen. No, you did it wrong. There we go. So we're basically just saying, hey, get the current stat, subtract one set. That was basically the same thing the other one was doing. And it was definitely untrue there. Okay. Expected a few more issues because I had some additional issues. Okay. I guess these didn't do anything because they're not even hooked up. Just going to dump them. That's the new one we switched to there. Good. Just going to make sure. I had another project recently that broke, and that was the issue. I guess we've already cleaned up all the other ones that I ran into. Okay. Cool. So, unfortunately, that is not all it broke. Here's the worst part. Up in ability system, I noticed that most of these effects broke. Okay, we may get lucky. Hopefully you will get as lucky as this, but what had happened when I tested this before is that all these ones related to any of the ones I changed, which was everything in the project, they were all blanking out. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go through, wait, hold on. That's the gameplay queue. Yeah, scroll down here. Gameplay effect. Yeah, they've switched. Used to be at the top, now it's further down. So there's modifier section is what we're looking at. And we want to make sure that these aren't set to none. Because that is going to break stuff. These here. Hopefully your project will do the same as mine. So what I did is I just basically went through every one of these folders, and now these are back on top. Okay. And I looked through to see, and about half of them, when I had tested this earlier, I think those are just tags, yeah. About half of them had lost their modifiers. So if you haven't done this yet, I should have said this at the start of the video, but you may want to make a backup copy before upgrading, just so that if you need to go back and set any of these, you can. And if for some reason one of these isn't set and you can't figure out what it's supposed to, contact me on Discord and I'll go back to my old 421 project I got a copy of and I can read them off to you. Interesting. Okay. Well, when I upgraded it before to test this out, oops, not that one, about half of the ones in the gameplay effects that do damage, about half of these were losing their value. Wonder if it's gonna lose it when I hit play. They all seem to be set here. We'll give it a try real quick. I don't remember if I now this folder structure may look a little bit different to you if you have the if you've just started recently. I put a lot of these old abilities that I'm not sure if they even work anymore into a folder, and then I started those new numbered tutorial ones. So could work differently for you than what we're seeing here, but for the most part, it looks like I didn't lose any. But I'm gonna hit play real quick and just make sure. Okay, cool. We're still doing damage. Good. And we can bring up our light grenade. Cool. Okay, still seems to be doing it. Anyway, hopefully it will work as well for you as it did for me. And you won't lose any of the... Oh, we found one. We found one. So this is what happens. It gets set to none. Strength, stat, decrease. Luckily that one's in the name, so we know what it is. We can go here and type strength. And it subtracts 1. So they seem to be at random. You'll probably have to go through all of them and double check any of your gameplay effects that have modifiers. I haven't seen anything else be impacted, but if you find anything else that seems to break from the upgrade to the new Gameplay attribute instead of the mutable float, let me know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show here. Just make sure you can get upgraded to the newest version. I've been busy working on our game, ITER, and we've been doing a character creation system, so that's what I've been doing recently. But we will be getting back into some more stuff in this soon. So until next time, see ya.